How to successfully manage severely worn teeth in FMR. Let me give you a quick step-by-step overview of what is followed in majority of cases. Remember, case selection is the key. Assess the etiology. Understanding the underlying cause of tooth wear is crucial. Common causes include bruxism, which leads to attrition and muscle fatigue, GERD, which causes erosive wear due to acid exposure, dietary habits, which is high acidic food and beverages, which accelerate erosion, parafunctional habits like clenching, which contributes to wear, iatrogenic factors like the poorly designed restorations, which may cause occlusal disharmony. Identifying the root cause ensures a targeted approach in treatment planning. Comprehensive diagnosis, which includes clinical evaluation of the tooth structure, occlusion, and TMJ function. Mounted study casts for occlusal analysis, CBCT or digital scans for assessing the bone support and occlusal relationships, and smile designing protocols to predict the aesthetic outcome. A diagnostic wax-up provides a preview of the anticipated outcome before committing to irreversible procedures. Determining the VDO. Severely worn teeth often lead to a collapse VDO, which can cause TMJ issues and loss of facial support. Evaluation methods include phonetics, checking the S and the F sound for proper incisal guidance, freeway space to evaluate the interocclusal rest space, esthetics to ensure facial proportion and lip support is adequate. Remember, if VDO needs to be increased, it is done in a staged manner to allow the patient adaptation. Occlusal Splint Therapy. Before permanently altering the occlusion, a reversible approach is recommended. Hard occlusal splints or deprogrammers help assess the patient comfort at the new VDO. This phase prevents muscle fatigue and TMJ disorders before finalizing the restorative treatment. Provisionalization. Before final restorations, long-term provisional restorations made of PMMA or bisacral, which are fabricated based on the wax-up, allows for functional adaptation, occlusal refinement, phonetic evaluation, and patient feedback for aesthetics. This phase minimizes unexpected failures in the final restoration. Minimally invasive approach. Tooth structure preservation is the key. Instead of aggressively preparations, contemplate composite bonding, which is directly rebuilding the old tooth structure, onlays or overlay restorations where you preserve the maximum enamel while providing coverage, or full coverage crowns only when necessary, that is used in strategically compromised teeth. Using addition-based techniques ensures stronger, long-lasting restorations. Material selection. Choosing the right material depends on functional and aesthetic demands. Lithium disilicate, popularly known as EMAX, is ideal for anterior restorations, can go even up to the premolars due to its superior aesthetics. Zirconia, high strength option for posterior load-bearing areas. Hybrid ceramic composites, which provide shock absorption and wear resistance. Each material selection is guided by the functional demands of the case. I repeat, case selection matters. Occlusal scheme considerations. A stable occlusion is fundamental to long-term success. The preferred occlusal scheme depends on the dentition. Mutually protected occlusion. In natural dentition, the anterior guidance protects the posteriors. Group function. Considered in cases with bruxism where canine alone may not bear excessive loads. Balanced occlusion. Applied in full arch prosthetic rehabilitation. A well-balanced occlusion prevents future wear or fracture. Post-treatment maintenance. To maintain the restorations and to prevent recurrence of failure, custom night guard, essential for bruxers to provide restorations. Regular follow-up. Occlusal adjustments may be required periodically. Dietary and habit modifications. Patients should avoid acidic food and chewing hard food. Patient education ensures long-term success of the FMR. So to conclude, remember, my dear friends, managing severely worn teeth in full mouth rehabilitation requires a systematic approach. Identifying the cause, planning restoratively while maintaining the VDO, using occlusal splints for verification based on the diagnostic wax-up and mock-up, and selecting the appropriate definitive material for restorations, and determining the optimal occlusal scheme. A phased approach with provisionalization at the established vertical dimension ensures optimum function, aesthetics, and long-term stability. Don't forget to save it. Don't forget to share it. Take care.